Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Go, Todd! 180! What's up?
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
on first down. Rodgers. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Green 18. Over.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Green 18.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Blue 58. 26. Blue 58.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Rams 6, 49ers nothing.
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Complete to Raheem Mostert.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And a 49er first down.
319.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. It's a chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Out to his left. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Akers, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. To throw again, Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wisnowski to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he's got it. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. This is Jakeem Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, These are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10. Goff again. Open is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
With the score, Niners 28, Rams 6.
Go, Talon! 180!
On first down, it's gone. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11. And a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go, Todd! 180!
You better be afraid of me! Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20!
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. caught by Kupp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
4 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing again is gone. Being chased out left. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Not much there, only a yard. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw is gone. His pass caught at the 4. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Conversion.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd and 3.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Touchdown, 49ers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. It's a rolling over. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Goff on first down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll be set up in great starting field position here, as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory, as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Down 49ers.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down, San Francisco.
Rodgers throwing here. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here's Mostert. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.